Alright, let's see what's going on down here. Hello, Tom Wise.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawke. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenril. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
It's a risk. But if we succeed, it'll be worth it.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality.
Loading. 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 Really? Loading. Hello? Have we crashed? What is this? This feels like a crash, but it's moving. I'm still hearing sounds, and I'm seeing the loading thing move, so like it's not a full-on crash, because otherwise it would just be completely frozen. Do I give up? Do I dashboard? I guess I dashboard. Well, that sucks. That's not a great sign. Considering we're only like 5 parts in or whatever to already have a crash. Well, alright, I'm dashboarding. BRB. So this is great. Do you want to know where we are? We're back at the end of that fucking quest. I thought the autosave was supposed to be better in this game. That's what people said. But no. We are back here, having not done all of the upgrades. And fucking... oh, God. Right, well, I guess we're doing all that again. Okay, well, that's been redone. Let's pop a save this time. I guess everyone said that Dragon Age 2's autosave was, like, actually functioning, unlike Origins. But apparently, no, it isn't.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh. I've heard you're going on some expedition in...
We've heard all this.
Say, in fact, everyone...
Great, debilitating poison. Don't need to order anything. Yeah, because, like, we had a fight, we had upgrades, like, we talked to people. Any of these things would be a good point for an autosave. But it didn't at any of them.
Just wondering if the feathered pauldrons are an essential part of the moody rebel mage persona.
What are you talking about?
I'm working on an epic poem about a hopelessly romantic apostate, waging an epic struggle against forces he can't possibly defeat.
What do you mean, can't possibly defeat?
Well, it's not a good story unless the hero dies.
Oh, also, something that was different for some reason is that in the conversation with Anders, at the end of the previous mission, that is where it chucked me out at, he didn't come on to me, and I didn't have to do the turn him down thing. So I don't know why that didn't happen this time. But, yeah, so he's still chill with me right now?
I believe you lost this somewhere.
I thought this was lost to us, like so many other things. My gratitude.
You're welcome. Am I supposed to click this? Yeah, great. I don't want any. Right.
Where else can we go? Nowhere, that's where.
Anything around here? I think that's about it, right? Okay, so... now let's try the... no, that's the DLC. Let's try bait and switch, maybe? Or Birthright. Let's go do Birthright, because we've already started
So
that.
I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude.
Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything. Here, read it.
I should... maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Not one step further, dickhead.
What do you have to say for yourself?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
You owe us.
You'll spend the rest of your life paying my mother back for what you stole.
Andraste's ass, I will.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know
I fucking
Mother
do.
and Father didn't
I will
die
kill you
angry.
right here, right now.
I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing. You'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Where's the kill this dickhead option? I would really, really like to kill this dickhead.
Why don't you go pick up something at the market? You could use some air.
What?
You could also use a punch in the face.
I can't believe Gamlen stole Mother's entire inheritance. I mean, I can believe it. That's the worst part. I could never turn against my own sister like that.
Don't compare yourself to him.
You're a better person than Gamlen could ever be. Well, hopefully we'll be out of here soon. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it would mean to me. To know I had grandparents who didn't hate me.
I know how you feel.
I wish they had lived long enough to see us come home. Home. That's what it is, isn't it? I liked saying that. We're not running away again. We're coming home.
You sound sad.
Are you unhappy here? I wish I could do more for Mother. Carver's death. It's killing her slowly every day. But maybe if we can reclaim some of what she lost, it will help. I'd do anything to get us back a normal life.
Why avoid the circle?
Why did Mother and Father work so hard to keep you from the circle? Would it have been so bad?
Yes.
Mother watched her cousin lose so many children to the circle. It was her worst fear.
Circles are fucked.
And then one of them became the hero of Ferelden and saved us all. The Maker works in mysterious ways, right?
What would Carver have said?
What do you think Carver would have made of all this? He would have hated this place. All the sneering nobles. He'd have gotten himself arrested the first day. And he would have wanted in on your Deep Roads expedition. Anything to make a name for himself. Sometimes I still can't believe he's gone.
What would it have been like?
Can you imagine if we'd grown up here? Been nobility? Had grandparents who bought us all liege and silk dresses with lace petticoats? Father was a good man, but Mother gave up so much for him. Of course, if she hadn't worked up the nerve to elope, she probably wouldn't have been able to resist the Templars either. If we'd been born here, you'd be nothing more to me than a name the Circle kept in my file.
We're home now.
We're going to make this our home, Bethany. I promise you. I hope so, sister. I'm so very tired of running.
Nice.
I found this when we were at the estate. I thought you should have it. Is it? I think this is Mother's betrothal portrait from when she was supposed to marry the Comte. Look! You can see the ring.
You seem excited.
You like it? I love it. my whole life. Mother's always been so sad and worried. All because of my cursed magic. I used to wish I had just been taken by the Circle, like our cousins. I could have been the hero of Ferelden.
I don't know about that one.
Then Mother would have stopped second-guessing herself. It's nice to have a reminder of a time when she still knew how to smile.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Right, those are the DLC things. Okay, cool. Do we have anything here? The Bone Pit. Hawke, I got a lead for you. A merchant I acquired goods for told me that workers have gone missing from his Bone Pit mining operation. He mentioned the missing miners were Ferelden, which made me think of you. If you're interested, go hit up Hubert in the Hightown Market. Sure. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Alright. Hubert, what up?
So, you married a Templar, huh?
What of it?
Are they all as dirty as they seem?
What?
Did he ever ask you to play the naughty mage and the hapless recruit? Maybe the secret desire demon and the upstanding knight?
That's disgusting.
I hear it's quite popular.
Banter.
Hear you're having problems with the Bone Pit. I can help.
Finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
Is Bone Pit a tad ominous?
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
You know I'm one of them, right?
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
What happened?
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
The Bone Pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The Bone Pit is mostly harmless.
Mostly? You hire Fereldens?
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
What are you paying?
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Bone Pit is just outside
I
the
immediately
city.
see an issue
Any map
with
will show it.
your payment structure.
Not here to sell today, guardsman.
You make in one day what your workers make in a year? You're already doing something wrong. Reward offered, citizens of Kirkwall. My dear wife Nanette has gone missing. I shall reward the person who returns her safely. Questions about the bounty or Nanette, come speak to me in Hightown Market. Ghislaine de Carac.
Have you seen my wife, Nanette? What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Nanette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
Pay me instead. Is this guy a dickhead? I can't tell.
You should pay someone else. Like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Nanette...
Like,
I
did
will
she leave
gladly
because he's
pay.
actually a dickhead, or has she been
That
kidnapped?
foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife.
Okay, I don't think I should bring her
Maybe
back
your
to him.
friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Is Nanette in danger?
Do you think Nanette might be in trouble?
Don't you fucking dare. Really? Really, it's crashed again? Are you serious? Is this a common thing? Am I gonna have to deal with this, like, constantly? When was the last... Oh, fuck me. It's probably not saved since I last saved it again, hasn't it? Do these ever resolve themselves, or is it just perma-fucked? I'm getting the feeling these never resolve themselves. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake, man. Be right back again. Okay, so we're here again, but I'm slightly worried by the fact that there's a permanent loading symbol in the bottom left of the screen and a permanent saving symbol just under the minimap. Like, it's just permanently loading and saving, and those symbols are never going away. So, like, does that mean it's going to crash again? I guess let's find out.
What do you mean you can't help me? Even if... Well, it's a wrong tool.
Okay, this is further than we got before.
With men have a rage.
But why are these symbols just permanently there?
She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Nanette keeps the company of other men. Huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it. They would ruin me otherwise.
You're a terrible husband. And you wonder why she's gone.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
When did you last see her?
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Nanette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
Her family's suspicious?
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance. And they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her. But I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
Alright, this dude is a piece of shit, so I could tell him to fuck off, but there is the chance that something bad has happened to her and she actually does need saving, so I should go and investigate, and hopefully, if she's alright, I'll then have the option to not bring her back.
I'll try my best to find Nanette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Welcome, merchant.
Cool, so I guess we just are going to have the saving and loading screens here for the loading symbols here for the rest of the episode. That's great. That is good stuff. I'm glad that this is a very buggy game, it seems. That is definitely not going to get irritating quickly. Should I be saving before every conversation? Oh. Oh, that's great. I can't save because it is still saving. Wait, but that means I'm fucked because I won't be able to save at the end of the session.
Karen, was it? No.
So, I can't keep playing because then I won't be able to save when I'm done, and then next time it will reset me back like an hour. Oh my god. This is the most irritating thing I've ever fucking had it happen in a game. I'm going to have to dashboard for the 3rd time in a single episode. This is ridiculous. Well, be right back again. Hey guys, do you want to see something hilarious? The save file appears to be damaged and cannot be loaded. Can I load an older one, or are they all fucked? So this one just doesn't have a picture or anything. This one I can load. Fantastic. I get to go through these conversations again. Oh my god, this is fucking horrifying. Okay, here we are again, and this time no magical spinning circles, so maybe it will work.
Please, can you help me? My brother.
What's wrong?
What happened to your brother? Karen was always so devout.
These are the kind of issues where if I wasn't recording, then I'd just never play the game again. Having to fucking dashboard 3 times in like 20 minutes, that's just like, okay, I'm not playing a game then, kind of levels of bad.
You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
Tell me about Meredith.
What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith? Oh, she has many admirers. They laud at the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fierce and utterly without pity, that she sees demons everywhere.
Well, she's fucking chief of the Templars here, which means she's a piece of shit. What rumors?
What have you heard about the Templars? People harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passers-by.
Yep, that sounds like the Templars.
Has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will.
Can we walk up there and just fucking kill them all, please? They are clearly evil as shit. Tell me what happened.
I'm here to help you. Just tell me what you know. Karen would write me every day. Then suddenly, no more letters. I wrote him many times with no response. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
Alright, how can I help? What's in it for me gets me cash?
I'd be putting myself at risk, possibly crossing the Templars. Why should I do this for you? I have precious little, but if you find my brother, I will manage some way to pay you. Perchance, in your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. May her bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
Enemies Amogus. Hello, Magistrate Vanguard. I guess I need to save before every single conversation now. That's not going to get old.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you.
I don't wish to speak with you.
With certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
Never mind, I do want to speak with you. What do you need?
Is there something I can help with?
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important, job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
What did he do?
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Nope. That is not reason enough to catch him. That's all.
Is there anything else I need to know?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
What kind?
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
It would be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
So why not send guards?
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
Alright, I'll do it, but if he tells me what his crime was and it was something fucking stupid, then I'm not sending him back.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Man, we are picking up so many quests. Okay, what's in the chantry now for us to do?
A Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
Hello, Brother Plinth.
Did you misplace this?
Right.
Bless my fourth third and I would like to see that again. Thank you.
You are so welcome. So very, very welcome. Okay. The gallows.
Maybe I should put you to use, Varric. Have you penned some warnings for the lawless?
Who's that for? Are most criminals big readers? Seems like pacifying the nobles.
Pictures, then. It was just a suggestion.
Well, how about a giant sign that just says don't? You could hit people with it.
Yep.
Thank you. I get the point.
Templar recruit Hugh.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
There are others missing?
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
You
The first
probably
ones
don't know
disappeared
them.
weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why'd you have to keep quiet?
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Messer.
What gave
A
it
Knight
away?
Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
Okay, I want to help.
You can trust me. I'm only trying to keep Karen safe.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Man, this Knight Commander Meredith really
Figures.
sounds like she needs to get
She
fucking
honestly
killed.
believe that.
Recruits keep going missing.
Have we heard a single positive thing about her? It's just all about how she fucking
He did.
murders
I saw him
mages,
this morning.
makes mages tranquil against their will, fucking disappears people, fucking has the run of things even though she's not actually in a elected position or anything.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some...
Let's have her
questionable things that
accidentally
the Order must do these
fall off a
days.
building.
The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
Sounds like she definitely would. Anything else I should know?
Can you tell me anything else?
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot.
Wait,
It
Cullen?
wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may
Wasn't
catch
Cullen
him
the
on road.
fucking prick from the fucking Ferelden Tower that murdered a bunch of mages? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was Cullen. No wonder this is such a shit place. They've got a fucking couple of freaks in charge. I'm pretty sure the final slide for him said that he, like, lost his shit, murdered some mages, and left. And then he ended up here, and he's, like, under some other crazy fucking Templar fucking evil person. Jesus Christ. Should have stayed in Ferelden. Sure, down here. We have a ton of quests, man. Right, we haven't been here before. This is
I hear
new
good
looking.
things about you, Anders. Not what I expected.
From a mage, you mean?
I didn't say that.
How else would you judge me? What else am I a shining example of?
I don't know. Other Fereldans lurking in Darktown? Mage or not?
You have a fair point.
She didn't deny that that's what she meant. She just said she didn't say that. But she definitely implied it. Armor stand. Won't be able to afford anything. Although, I should sell some shit. Right. Well, I say that. Does anyone need any of this shit? Probably not, right? Oh, wait. This is actually good. That isn't. That is. That is. All this stuff is just complete junk, right? Oh, wait. There's a sell all junk button. Lovely. Well, we're up to 11 fucking gold. We need 50. Did anyone want any of the stuff that is left over? You... Nope. Why is it, like, grayed out? Oh, everything is unique to me. What? Okay, weird. Can we actually go up here, or... There's a lot of fucking spikes everywhere. Is this Meredith's doing as well? Her taste in decor? I know, let's fucking jam spikes everywhere. I am never going to read plant lore. Wait, that's where we started. God damn it, we've gone around in a fucking circle. A mage circle? Hey! Is there anything to find down in this big open bit? Oh wait, that's the alienage. Wait, we have been here before. Everything looks the same. It's hard to tell where I've been and where I haven't.
I believe you lost this somewhere.
I thought this was lost. Perhaps it should be. But that does not diminish your kindness.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, now what? Should we go see what the Black Emporium is all about?
Customer. Thaddeus, stand straight.
The fuck is this?
Places, everyone. Welcome to the Black Emporium.
Xenon the Antiquarian.
I am the great and magnificent.
You know what? You speak too fucking slowly, mate. Let's just read about you. Oh god, have we read all these? Let's just assume we have. Oh my Christ. I'm just going to take a wild guess that we've read all of those. It's really weird that they mark them as unread. I assume we've read these. Did we read this? I feel like we never read this. But we've had her in the party longer than Anders, and we read Anders' one, didn't we? Wait, no, we didn't. God damn it. Anders has a rocky history with the Circle of Magi. Taken from his family when his talents first manifested, he was still a boy the first time he ran away from the Circle. Recaptured and returned dozens of times, Anders was still considered only a reckless scamp by First Enchanter Irving, who thought his easy temper and sense of humour made him no true threat. But during his final escape, Anders befriended the Warden Commander of Amaranthine and accepted an offer to become a Grey Warden. Life as a Warden changed him, according to him, introducing him to the free Fade spirit called Justice, who slowly convinced Anders to turn his attention beyond his personal suffering. Infused with Justice's fervour, Anders offered to merge with the spirit in the name of Mage Freedom, starting them both down a dangerous path that turned the purity of justice into the unthinking hatred of vengeance. Well, that sucks. That it's like, no, Justice, the person that you worked with, just really isn't Justice anymore. That's more like a demon. Vengeance. That sounds more like a demon than a good spirit. You received the invitation, then you are fortunate indeed. Xenon is no ordinary man, as you will discover for yourself when you enter the Black Emporium. The item you'll see resting in the chair is not one of the displays, rather it is the proprietor. It may speak to you, that's Xenon, using the mystical bauble that has allowed him to communicate since he lost the power of speech. The story tells that Xenon was a Kirkwall nobleman in the Age of Steel, almost 300 years ago. Obsessed with the pursuit of eternal life, he made a deal with a powerful witch, some say the legendary Antivan Witch of the Wares, and his wish was granted. He obtained eternal life, but not eternal youth. His body became decrepit, and he used his vast wealth to seek out ways to preserve it. Some were magical, many were dangerous, and almost all of them unsuccessful. What remains is an immobile mass of twisted flesh, and I think Xenon's mind has slowly decayed along with his body. He hid away in the Undercity and has slowly amassed a collection that's sure to amaze. If he invited you, he thinks you have the coin he needs to further his search for a cure. Just don't think of stealing anything. The golem is not for show. Although you're free to look around the shop, I wouldn't suggest staying over long. You might be present for one of the baths his servant gives him hourly to keep his flesh from becoming completely desiccated. Trust me, you don't want that. Yuck.
Xenon, the antiquarian.
Yes, mate, you talk far too fucking slowly.
Let me know what you'd like to purchase.
Do I not talk to him to purchase stuff?
This dapper costs a lot of gold.
Okay, I guess that's not how I purchase stuff. Hello, urchin. Can't talk to the urchin? Okay. Vessel of Tears. Although this wax-stoppered vessel is clearly labelled Tears Shed during the burning of Treviso, many questions remain, not least of which is which burning of Treviso? When the Qunari conquered it in 635 steel... Oh no, there's a question. When the Qunari conquered it in 635 steel? When it was burned by the liberating armies of the White and Black Divines during the Second Exalted March of 752 Storm? Or when it accidentally burned to the ground in 862 Blessed after a dockhand knocked over a lantern in a warehouse full of lamp oil? Even assuming the correct event could be determined, the question of whose tears have been collected remains. Presumably not any of the numerous fire victims. Surviving relatives, perhaps? Nobles with summer homes on the Antivan coast? It should be noted that nowhere on the label does it say that these tears were shed in relation to the event, so they could have been the tears of a woman in Montsemard, weeping because she was not asked to dance at the last costume ball, unaware that at that very moment one of the greatest port cities of Thedas was aflame. Stare into the mirror of transformation? Oh. You can mess with your shit. Huh. Interesting. I'm fine.
Living company.
Ah, here's the fucking buy and sell bit. Oh, good. They're all really expensive. Desdemona's Blade. Well, that would be for me. Plus 50 attack. 17 nature damage. Interesting. 32 per second. Oh, wait. No, that's not mine. It requires weapon and shield. What's for me, then? Requires 25 dex. This is... Oh, wait, no, that's a bow. And that's for mages. Wait, there's nothing for me? Well, that's just rude. How's that compared to Anders's thing? 24 physical damage, 33 per second. Very, very, very much better. Attacks ignore enemy armor. Very, very, very much better. Wow. Wait, is it just that you don't equip any armor to your companions at all ever now? Because, like, everything here is restricted to me. +1 to all attributes, plus 23 health, plus 7% damage resist, and 1% XP gain. That's pretty nice. 48 gold, Jesus. Sturdy belt, 8 health, 9 defense, and 2 health regen. That is also pretty nice. I could buy it, but then we'd be further away from getting into the dark roads. The dark roads? The deep roads. So is that worth it? It's essentially 5 gold, 4.99. But it is very good, and I don't think I have a belt, do I? This concoction allows whoever consumes it to permanently reallocate his or her attributes. Huh. I don't have a belt, do I? No. Let's buy it. Why not, eh? Why not? Emporium's crafting materials. Oh, this is just other shit. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. The Box of Screaming. I received the box from a man I met in the Silent Plains. He spoke little and would not reveal his name. For reasons I shall not detail here, I had been kidnapped, and left for dead in that grey wind-blasted wasteland. After days of walking, I was parched and close to death. I was about to dash my head on a rock to speed my passing when the man arrived. He possessed a water skin containing ample water for a person travelling from our location to the Imperial Highway. From there, he said, I could find my way to Solus or Perivantium. He offered to give me the water skin if I agreed to take 3 things from him. A glowing crystalline shard, a bronze sphere, and an iron-bound box with no hinges. I asked the man if he wished to have these items delivered. He said that he merely wanted me to have them. It was an odd request, but I was too weak and too desperate to think much of it, and so I agreed. The man put the items into a leather sack, which he handed to me along with the water. What about you? I asked. He said nothing, only pointed in the direction from which I'd come. There is nothing that way, I said. He merely smiled at me. I found the Imperial Highway about a day later. A caravan driver agreed to take me to Perivantium in exchange for the large glowing shard. In Perivantium, I bartered the bronze sphere for new clothes and room at the inn. That night I examined the iron-bound box and found no way to open it. I held it to my ear and thought I heard slow measured breathing coming from within. My mind was afire with curiosity, and I obtained from the innkeeper a large hammer, thinking to smash the thing open. The moment the hammer touched the box, it shrieked. The shrill sound pierced the depths of my soul. I gave the box to the innkeeper in the morning and felt better for having rid myself of it. What was he asked to do again with it? He just wanted you to have them. Okay, that's weird. Hello? Song of Sorrows. Ring of Unheeded Wisdom. What is all this? Ring of Unheeded Wisdom. +1 cunning, 5 health, and 2 damage resistance? Don't mind if I do. What is this? It is 75 armor, better crit chance, better crit damage. Whack it on. Why not? What about this? Not as good. It has a bunch of electricity resistance, but not what I need. Mask of the Emporium. That is a lot more armor and a bunch of attack and more crit chance. Yes, please. Very, very nice. And then what about Song of Sorrows? Man, this is like all perfect for me. 13 physical damage, 24 per second. That's like almost double my damage per second. And plus 27 attack on top of that. That's crazy. These are both the same, right? So it doesn't matter which I unequip. Cool. That is nuts. That's so much. The Pickled Apples of Arlathan. I expressed my incredulity to the shop's assistant, who coldly noted that he did not like my implication. He insisted that every article in the Black Emporium was genuine, no fakes, imitations, or cheap knockoffs. I must have appeared unconvinced, for the assistant narrowed his eyes at me and disappeared into the bowels of the shop, returning several minutes later. He removed the jar of pickled apples from its display case and proceeded to carefully, reverentially, remove the wax seal from the lid of the jar. I watched with fascination as the jar was opened, and a single rosy apple pulled from it. It looked as if it had been picked just that day, at the peak of ripeness. With a paring knife, the assistant cut the tiniest sliver of flesh from the apple and presented it to me. The flavour of that one small sliver was astonishing. It was as close to a perfect apple as there ever was. I was experiencing the essence of every apple ever eaten, and that ever will be eaten. When it was over, the sense of loss that filled me was sharp enough to move me to tears. The rest of the apple was returned to the jar, which was then resealed. I paid 5 sovereigns for that single taste, and I believe I got the better part of the bargain. Sure.
Look around. So many things to admire.
Andraste in nude repose, invisible. Can stone lie with purpose? Can it beckon with raw feminine command, yet shine with an inspiring virtue? That challenge was posed to sculptor Arwen de Glace, artisan and son of Empress Vugienne of Orlais. It was busy work and rhetoric in a time of excess, but answer he did, with the reserves of a nation and a passion unhealthy. His subject, Our Lady, though not as depicted in traditional statuary. Arwen's mad ambition summoned the form of Andraste uninterrupted by the trappings of war and devoid of the vestments she assumed after death. It was living, commanding, obscene yet inspired. To gaze upon it was to be enthralled spiritually and physically. It was the latter that alarmed the Chantry officials. They blanched at the thought of Our Lady being possessed of such base appeal, even as they, too, were drawn. The work could not be destroyed without threatening the balance between Empire and Hallowed, so a grave censorship was enacted under the guise of honouring. Enchanters were tasked with extending the ethereal that hides the fade, drawing it around the form like a cloak. Our Lady remains in the stone and in this world, but mortal eyes are forever denied her treasure and glory. She is veiled in every sense. As in all things, unintended consequences must vex those with pure intentions. Modesty would have been better served by a thickened sheet, drawn back when techniques were to be studied. As it is, the sculptor's skills are accessible only to an exploring touch, defining the shape by intimate caress. All manner of strange congress has stemmed from tempted hands and the innocent wish for clarity.
Please, don't fondle and trust.
I'll do my best, mate.
That Gollum's name is Thaddeus Gigantus Crumbum III. He's my favorite.
Alright, I guess that's everything. I got a bunch of good upgrades. I'll take it. Okay, nothing available in the day. At night, the first sacrifice. The fuck is that?
These streets should be safe at night. Care to help out with that?
Sure. Anyone want to scrap? I've got some upgraded shit. Cool. I'm really liking this combat. I'm really liking rogue combat. I cannot believe I'm saying the words, I'm liking combat, in a Dragon Age game. after my feelings on the first game's combat were not so charitable. But this feels pretty good. The Red Lantern District. The Blooming Rose. I wonder what kind of place this is.
Interesting place.
Let's not stay here for long.
If someone here tries to hire me again, I'm leaving.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
Hello. Everyone alright? I'm just big chillin'. Just walking around your place of work. Big chillin'.
I can do whatever I want. You're not the boss.
I've got your usual.
Welcome to the Blooming Rose. Personally, I wouldn't say it's
Many
blooming
thanks.
precisely, but the name's not my choice.
The merchandise is up front.
That's where we started. Not a whole lot to see here. What's the ring? Plus 12 attack. Why not?
She pays me a copper every time I kick the little bastard.
So, what do you do, Athalie?
You know I'm a guard. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I hope.
Never heard of fun.
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
I feel like so far, Varric has been what Anders was in Awakening. He's the funny one, constantly cracking jokes and stuff.
I can't do that.
And Anders, who used to be that, is now, like, not really anything like that at all.
I don't think so.
He's totally different. He is not the person that I loved spending time with in Awakening anymore. Which is kind of sad.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Jathan, have you seen Nanette lately?
Nanette? Not for several weeks, which is a shame. I enjoy her company. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
You think she left Ghislaine?
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Nanette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Could she be in trouble?
Do you think Nanette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Nanette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Has he spoken to you?
Ghislaine knew about you and Nanette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-ear, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Good. Do you know anything else?
Do you have any idea where she might be?
Well, there was someone else looking for Nanette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
You sure she's not?
Any chance Nanette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Nanette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Could they have been lovers?
Someone else Nanette spent special alone time with, perhaps?
She always liked men in uniform. You could ask him yourself. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Nanette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Will do.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
Oh. He had an exclamation mark over his head. I thought he had a quest.
I was just passing through.
Have it your way.
Wait, he still has an exclamation mark over his head. Am I supposed to say yes? Isn't that just... I'm good. Boo-de-boo.
Market's closed. Come back in the morning.
Who asks, mate? Okay, Lowtown is bait and switch. Darktown is the first sacrifice, which is the one we're in the middle of. Alright. Let's go to Darktown, and then let's... New quest, talk to Anders. What, at his place? Sure, we can do that too. But that is where we will wrap it up for today, I think. 3 crashes in a single episode. Well, no, 2 crashes and impossible to save, so I had to quit. Anyway, bug. Very irritating. I really hope that doesn't become a regular thing. But it happened 3 times in a row and then hasn't happened in the next half hour or whatever, so, like, maybe it was just a very irritating, localized issue? Localized to that span of fucking 10 minutes or whatever, and now it's all good, but I guess we'll see. But the actual game itself, I'm enjoying quite a bit, but the, like, just the bugs, quite irritating. But yeah, hopefully they will not continue. Anyway, that is it for today. Hope you've enjoyed, despite the many, many dashboards. If you have, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time for more Dragon Age 2. Thanks for watching. See you then.